Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
You're now listening to the Evening Rush.
Welcome back. We are back. You already know what it is, man. It's the Evening Rush. Each and every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don, Rainbow, and TK. TK is feeling under the weather right now, so she's not going to pull up day one. But it's okay. We still love you.
Yes.
Big shout out to WLEO 26.7 in Baltimore. Shout out to WLPN 86.4 The Beat over in South Carolina. Shout out to my whole Fleet DJs family. Shout out to Bobby D Customs, and of course shout out to Green Lakes Media, and also shout out to Liddy Radio. So you already know we are
That's
back.
a new one.
Man. Yes. That's family, man. We grow. You know, we take a couple of days off, come back, we grow a little bit more. That's what you do.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's all about family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't mind us. We're sharing, doing our sharing thing as well as being. We're moving a little bit late today, but we're here. How's everything been going with you, Rainbow?
Things have been going good. I mean, working. What can I say? That's what I've been doing. Work. Mother's Day was past weekend. So people were still getting massaged from before until after. So I've been real busy this last week or so.
And that's like, first of all, big shout out to all the mothers out there, man.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy belated Mother's Day. Guys, understand you only get one mother. And shout out to everybody, those that lost their mothers, and they had it was tough on them. You know what I mean? Shout out to my cousins, all of them, lost their moms. So I know it was a little tough on them this time around. And I'm sending prayers. They all ran up to the graves and did their thing. On the other hand, I decided to do something a little different. We went out to this spot called K-pop.
What is it called? It's called K-pop.
That's what I just said. K-pop.
It sounds like you're saying K-pop with a P, 2 P's, P-O-P.
All right.
P-O-P, hold it down.
He's is acting up. But anyway, we pulled up to the spot. It was weird for me.
Before. It was weird to you?
Yeah, like, because I was trying to explain to her. Well, I was trying to explain to her, like, if you wanted to cook your own dinner, that's all you had to do. Tell me. Versus, we paying this bread, taking the kids, and people. I want you to understand. I personally don't feel it's a spot to take your kids, because it's a lot of hot stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of hot grills and stuff. So that's just my personal opinion.
That's date night. That is date night only. The children should not.
Yeah.
I don't think children should go to K-pop either. It's like you can get your own broth type thing, or you can cook your own barbecue. It's just a bunch of hot shit everywhere.
Yeah, and even though
it's too much for the children to be liable. They might burn themselves on the grill. They might spill over a pot. No, nobody has time for that.
Thank God nothing like that happened.
Right.
But that's
make it a date night thing only.
Yeah. But my wife wanted to go, so listen, she won it.
I do love.
This is
I
what
do
it
like
is.
K-pop. I do like K-pop. I do. I like a Korean barbecue. I do. I know what you mean when you say. So I gotta pay these people to cook my own food. But you have
Yeah,
to think about it.
yeah,
It's just like if you went to the supermarket, you pay for the meat, and you go home and you cook your own food. But the whole
yeah,
thing is you don't have to clean up. So it's a win-win for you. You cooked it to your liking, but you ain't got to clean up afterwards.
yeah. But I did it. I'm not gonna front. I enjoyed it. It was definitely dope. Um, and I had a great time. With my family, of course. You know what I mean? My son Josh back from college, his first year, he's doing good. And listen, he enjoyed himself, and that was my main thing is that they enjoyed themselves. Family, that is my like go, my big thing, family. So my family enjoying themselves, that was the most important thing to me.
Absolutely.
But we've had a lot of stuff going on this past month.
There's been a lot of nonsense that's been going on this past month.
Going,
Everybody,
yo,
there's too much going on. First of all, everybody. Well, I mean, it's not that this wasn't happening before we left, because I feel like that's what we left off on too. Like we was talking about this beforehand, but there have been other beefs thrown in the mix.
music beat.
Yes,
Yeah.
music beefs. Yes, Chris Brown and
Uh,
Quavo, Drake, Kendrick. I can't even say J. Cole because J. Cole said, I don't want no parts of this.
yeah, it's not for me. And he had great reasoning. So that's not his thing. And I'm proud of him. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm proud of him. I think he did the
Nah,
right
he
thing
should have just
bowing out of it.
he did his diss and he should just left it at that. I'm not apologizing. I said what I said and that's it. But I'm just not gonna come back and say nothing else. That's all. He didn't have to apologize. He should just let because now, Kendrick probably out here trying to punk him like this nigga done
No,
apologize.
I don't believe it. Because they've
Oh,
gone on to
and
be on tour together. They've
who?
gone on. He was on a tour with Kendrick.
He was
He's
also on a
on with
tour with
Kermit.
Jake. He was also on a tour with Drake, but that ain't stopping them from beefing.
Well, Drake is a whole different monster.
Drake said, look here, I've been punked all my life. I am tired of this shit.
I
I
believe it's
ain't
some light
black.
skin shit with him.
No,
Let's
what
keep it
happened?
about. I believe it's
No,
some light skin stuff. He's in his feelings about a lot of stuff, and he's
nah,
expressing
because
it.
I feel like Drake feels what he says in one of his raps. He says, I'm not black enough for the black people, and I'm not white enough for the white people. He's like, y'all gonna get tired of talking about me. He's always in a beef. Somebody always want to beef with him. Meek Mill, Diddy, this person, that everybody always want to beef with him. He's like, why y'all picking on me?
Okay, stop. If the same person feels like they're being one to beef with, 10 for 10,
Kendrick
dumb.
brought like
So I
nobody was.
believe
They
no,
were
no.
saying they was the
Let's.
top three.
That's
No,
not
no,
true.
no. They
That's
said they
not
was
true. I went and did some research on it
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
for when I was on Thoughts of a Man. So I went and did some research on it, and
Okay,
come
so
to
tell me.
find out, Drake and Kendrick been going back and forth on wax for a minute
Oh, okay.
over who's the king of whatever genre they're in,
But
because I'm a little confused with them.
it's rap. So it's
See,
I guess it's
it's
called
we'll just say hip
lyrical
hop.
rap.
Nah, because to me, when Kendrick writes his own shit, Drake don't write his music, so he can't be lyrical.
Look, he writes his own disses. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a
His
diss, Drake
writer,
wrote
his
it.
writer is lyrical. We'll say his writer is lyrical.
Drake wrote those disses.
I don't believe that.
I
To
do.
this day, I still don't believe it. But once again, but that's where I'm explaining. Like, it's been going back and forth for years, but it's just been no names have been said. So now, we're in this generation now. You're not dissing somebody unless their name is being said. So now his name is being said. So you know what I mean. I think that's what took it to the next notch in what's going on between them. But in my true opinion, I think Kendrick ate him. I ain't gonna hold you. Lyrically, he destroyed him. A lot of people disagree due to the fact they feel like as the J Nas beef, it was about facts and fiction, and they felt
what
Drake was
no
throwing a lot of facts
I
out there.
feel it feels I feel people don't think that Kendrick won because the song that Kendrick came back with, you have to let it marinate for a minute before you can get into it, because at first it started off, I was like, turn this off. I don't want to hear this. This ain't catching my attention at all. I need it to catch my attention, and if it don't, turn it off. I don't care who he talking about. It was too slow.
Well, you know what it was? Also, it wasn't that it was too slow, because I disagree. You had to be a real lyricist, because he went deep, and in every verse, he deep dived about other stuff. So he made a lot of subliminal stuff come to light, but you had to deep dive with him or be able to understand his lyrics. So to me, Kendrick was like,
the whole thing is I understood the lyrics, but when that song started, that beat was very slow, and it was not like where we. I need more. I need something that's going to be a little bit faster, going to catch my attention. It sounds like we're having a slow jam here, Kendrick. Pick it up, and then it started to pick up, and then you can get into it afterwards. But initially, I was like, nah, this ain't it for me. But still, the best beef, well, the best diss track of 2024 is still Chris Brown over Quavo. I don't care what you say.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I woke up on a Sunday morning and heard that, and I was just like in awe. Like, first of all, I was like, yo, it's Sunday. These kids do not believe in the Sunday rule of no beefing. Nobody's supposed to get killed. Nobody's supposed to get murdered. It's Sunday.
He woke up on violence.
It's God's
he said,
day.
You're doing too much, my man. You're doing too much, and this is you're gonna get what you deserve. He went in.
Yeah, so, I was in shock. I was in awe. It was like, yo, this is like, wow, whoa. I wasn't ready. I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't ready.
Especially because Chris Brown isn't a rapper. You wouldn't expect that from him. But he is a songwriter. He writes for himself and for several others. It's not like Chris Brown doesn't know his way around a pen.
He's not Drake. Yeah, he's not Drake.
Drake writes some of his stuff. Some of it.
Prove it.
Jesus Christ.
Now. You know I don't like Aubrey, and I refuse to acknowledge Aubrey in any shape, way, or form.
Why? Because Aubrey's light skin? Are you being colorist, Dawn?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. I never did. I've never liked Aubrey.
Let me tell you something. I
wasn't a Drake fan. My kids like him, so that's all that matters.
About Aubrey. Aubrey. I went to an Aubrey concert, and it was very.
Oh Lord, you
very
wasted money. You wasted money.
I didn't waste no money, because first of all, it was him and Future, and J. Cole came out. T.I. came out. He brought everybody out.
T.I. would have been the only person I would have wanted to see. First and foremost, I need everybody, if y'all want to call in, the number is 929-282-0266. If you want to support the show, you already know what it is. Hit that Cash App, $, Evening Rush. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you're on Facebook watching, please type at everyone and at highlights, so that you can share the show to other people, and we definitely appreciate it.
How is it that you don't know the number and you had to read this number several times already? Not tonight, but
I'm on 2 shows. I am working like 24/7.
And that's why that's what I'm saying. You should you know the number, because you have had to say it on the other show.
I'm literally tired some days. Like some days I'm sleepwalking. Not only that, I'm injured. So you know what I mean? I'm in a little pain right now, and it's like killing me, because I want to pop some drugs, and I knew I couldn't, because I would be knocked out by the time it was time to do the show. So I was like, nah, I can't.
Dawn, you better get you some CBD oil and rub it on there.
Everybody's been telling me about that. The CBD oil, the CBD cream.
I'm telling you, as a massage therapist, they have regular CBD where and it comes in various strengths, And then they also have one that's for pain relief. So it has like something like icy hot type stuff and CBD. Baby, I put those on when I put those on my clients at work. They be like this. Okay.
I definitely need to try something. I'm in therapy now, so I'll be feeling like Shorty is ripping my shoulder out of the
Yeah,
socket.
you need rehab when you get
Yo,
home. You need to put some of that on it so it
yes,
loosens up. You have
yeah, like
heat and put the CBD oil on it and put some heat in it. It'll help it penetrate better. And then you'll be like, what shoulder? Ain't nothing wrong with this thing.
yes. I didn't never think. I didn't imagine. Let me say that I didn't imagine that I would be out of work this long due to this injury. And,
Don didn't
it's been
realize that
torture.
pushing a cart was going to take him out.
It's been
What was
torture.
in the
This is
what was in the cart, Don?
nothing. Barely nothing. Barely nothing.
That's what
You would
happens
have
when
thought
you older.
you would have thought it was full of a ton of water. The way
You'd have thought he had
you
a
know,
pallet of water in that cart, and it was nothing in the cart, y'all. And Don
that
tore his shoulder.
yeah. So, shout out to Fleet. Envy. She did an amazing event. April. I went to it and I enjoyed myself. Jay performed. It was a great event, and I just want to tell her, yo, she did an immaculate job. I'm so proud of her.
That's what she
You
does.
know,
She's a planner.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Fleet definitely got a good one over there. So you know what I mean. I definitely wanted to big her up and shout her out. Um, and shout out to P Money, yo, my dude was on point. And I said he had all the great DJs there. He had magazines there. See that's where networking come into play.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been preaching this the last couple of weeks. Networking. You gotta go outside. Gotta go outside. And I've been preaching it the last couple of weeks because I noticed people don't want to come outside. They want to network, but they want to network from social media. I need to see you when I talk to you. I need to, you know what I mean? It
They
can't
don't
be
want to.
just,
They don't want to physically know you. They just want to use you for your connection.
yeah, but you got to network. That's the only way to get your business, to make your business successful. Come outside. You don't have to stay long. You don't have to spend the night outside, but get outside, talk to people. This is how you make connections. Shout out to Jay. He just dropped his new single, Closer, and we've been outside promoting, pushing it
But
like crazy. So,
some people have social anxiety. Some people are socially awkward. Some people just don't know how to talk to people face to face, one on one. It's easier for them to talk to people via message, emails, phone, even
yeah.
more so than a face to face conversation. Because now you have this person's undivided attention, and you're like, uh, 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 uh,
Stuck. You are stuck.
you look
Listen,
so
you can't
silly.
be on stuck. You cannot be on stuck and want to succeed in life. I'm sorry. Not not in the business of networking where you want to you have your own business. How does anybody want to do that? You're just on social media, you know, and you're shipping stuff. That's not business. I don't know. Maybe business has changed in the
I
time that
mean,
I've been.
it has changed, but still, you still have to go out and meet people. You can't just stay inside all day and talk to them over the internet.
And think you're gonna make money. And think you're gonna make millions of dollars. Okay, definitely not gonna happen. Shout out to my boy Big Sev. Want to shout him out. There's so many people that over the last couple of weeks I've been like politicking with and getting to know. And shout out to DJ JMF. Oh my God, this dude dropped two amazing blends with the Closer, and I'm like, yo, this is how you break an artist, DJ. That's how you break artists nowadays. You know what I'm saying? That right there is how you do it. Like go on social media and show, break your artist like that. You know? And yo, shout out to my dude DMF. Yo, he's been killing it on the radio station. Him, Nick 10, um, DJ Rick Rack. Yo, they all been doing anything. Shout out to my boy Titan of Rap, S Rock. He has been doing a lot of he's back outside, real for real. Got 3 shows coming up. Make sure y'all tune into those. So yeah, and he's on the radio station. So you know what I mean? We're giving you great music on the radio side. We're doing great podcast, entertainment. Like we're doing our thing, and I'm proud of us. We're definitely proud of us. Great shows. So keep tuning in. We have a marriage show coming on tonight, 9 o'clock. You know, my marriage, bulletproof marriage.
My bulletproof marriage. You can't get this name
yeah.
right to save your life, Lord Jesus.
Yo, I'm in pain, girl. You know, you see, I'm holding it like I'm in super pain today. Shout out to V and Cash. You know what I mean? Relationship ish. That comes on tomorrow night. You already seen me last night with Thoughts of a Man with Chris. We had a great show. If you didn't see it, it's on YouTube. Go ahead and run it back. We have Business with Stacy. So, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff. Sex, Love, and Alcohol is back. Season 4. They're doing their thing. So catch up, man. Friday nights. That's them on 8 at 8. So, you know what I mean? And we're always looking for podcasts. If y'all want to come on, holla at one of us.
Come on over.
Yeah, listen, we got room. We're doing what we do. We're being therapists on air. You know what I mean? So, I mean, other than that, Rainbow, like, you know, the beefs, I had to talk about this 50 Cent thing with Diddy.
They getting out of hand.
It's getting super out of hand. We got to the point right now where Stevie J and 50 are about to go at it. I'm telling you, all it's gonna take.
Christian made a diss track to F50. Like
all it's gonna take is them being in the same building. They're gonna be in the same building, and it's going to be a problem. Security is definitely gonna be needed in whatever building they are in. Dude, 50 is not playing.
I'm about to say, do you really take Stevie J serious?
I've seen Stevie J scuffle. So, you know, and he was scuffling with what's his name? Bambi's ex-husband. Scrappy. Yeah, and Scrappy almost took him down. So listen, you talking about Fifth. Fifth is a beast. You know what I mean? But you know, I got love for both camps. It ain't no malice on me on my side, but
because you know the type he said he was on a small yellow bus. So you already know he crazy.
But hearing that,
I went to school on a small yellow bus.
Hearing Christian's track, I was not. I was upset. I was like,
why would you ever be? First and foremost, we're gonna really like he is his father. His father has no lyrics. Like everyone wrote for Puffy. Anything that was good that Puffy had, it's because someone else wrote it. So you expected his son to come back with a whole diss track that was actually going to do something to somebody?
GMF, what up, Brody?
You should have just left. You should have just left that alone, because that is, first of all, stay out of grown folks' business. Stay in a child's place.
Definitely on that. That one I would have to agree with you, Rainbow, because honestly, I was gonna
stay in a child's place.
I was actually gonna play it today, but I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I was like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, now now it's now he done brought himself into this. Now, you know, 50 ain't rap too tight. He about to just start dissing the child. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Nah, 50 said, I'm not going after your kid. I'm going after your daddy. So he made that very clear. But I think, see, the truth finally came out, where because of his baby mom, the reason why Fifth, I think, is been so harsh on the situation. You know, it wasn't because of anything else. I think that's
Who's
what made him
who's
go
baby
so hard.
mom?
50, Daphne, his last son's baby mom.
That he been beating her behind. That
Cool. Nah, 50 ain't beat her up.
that's what she said at one point.
I don't believe that. Let's
Okay.
be real.
Everybody you know
Listen,
what?
eh,
Everybody's baby mother is
I was
coming
about
out
to
today.
say because
Neo's baby
remember that's
mother
what started it.
I'm about to say because Neo's baby mother done put him on blast and said that he be beating her behind. I'm like, everybody be getting it behind me out here. These men just be beating on these women and they just be like, oh, okay, no problem. Until something happens and they like, he beat my ass. Now you
Yeah.
want to tell.
Now all of a sudden, now he beat you. Yeah, this is where even though I know I don't know for a fact. Let me say that allegedly, this is where it started with the whole Diddy and Cassie situation because she was saying he was beating her up allegedly. So you know what I
Nah,
mean? And
he was beating her. No, but okay, so let me stop. I don't know
you
if
gotta
that
say
means
allegedly.
I don't
Yes,
know if that means beat.
because you was not in the building. You didn't
I
see
was
it
not in the
happen.
building.
All we
I
saw was
wasn't in
black
the
eyes.
I
That
wasn't
was
in the
it.
building, but many other people said that he beat her behind. But and that wasn't allegedly because that came out of other people's mouths, not mine. But well, I was about to say something, Dawn. You just made me forget.
My bad. See,
Oh,
that's
so
us
the reason,
getting old.
so no, okay. So I was listening to I don't know, I don't think it was a podcast. It might have just been like somebody talking about something, and they were saying the reason Kathy got her money is because she didn't personally sue Diddy, she sued his company, and that's why she got her money so quickly. So it wasn't that Diddy settled. The company said, "Oh hell no, get that bitch her money. Let this go away."
You gotta remember the board of directors is they don't want no smoke. They don't
Mm-hmm.
want no smoke. They're like, yo, listen, give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
So
Live with my
we
money.
don't actually know. We don't know that Sean Puffy Combs did not pay Cassie. It was the business that paid her. That's how she got her money. But this is how all this came about. Because now
But
everybody said that.
since then, you
But
haven't had nothing from Love Record. Well, I think her name is Jossie.
who that?
Jossie's no longer on Love Record.
I don't know what you're
The
talking
female
about. Who
artist
that?
he had.
Oh, first of
Puff had
all,
a female artist on his label. She's
if
no
you
longer on his label.
if you think about it, all the people that Puffy broke that became big stars, none of them are no longer on anything. They all left. They said, we gotta go.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that man was shady when it came to business. Like they record deals was horrible.
No, he wasn't shady when it came to business. People just didn't read their contract correctly. They didn't have lawyers reading their contract, and they were just signing. Oh, this is
That's
Diddy. I
shady.
want to work with him and sign it. No, it's
Shady.
not shady. It's not
Shady.
shady. I refuse because that's almost every record company. They want your publishing. They want a lot of things that normally you wouldn't give them. You don't know the business though. You shouldn't just go, oh, let me sign this contract. Go see a lawyer. There's nothing wrong with going to see a lawyer. Some people just you don't have the money to pay a lawyer, or you don't know a lawyer, so you automatically just jump in. You can't just jump in. You gotta know the business.
Mm.
And that's how he caught a lot of the artists. They didn't know the business.
You mean everybody? Because if you think about it, he ain't gotten there. What artist is on Bad Boy?
There's no more bad boy.
I mean, but right before that, who was on it? Nobody.
Big Puff. I mean, Big Puff. Big Craig Mack. G Dep.
No. I mean, no.
Total.
Do you wait? No.
Um,
I'm not. I'm talking about like they got big and then it just was like,
yeah,
we out of
most of
here.
them finished out their contracts and they left, or the locks jumped off. They wasn't playing. They started
left.
a campaign to get off.
They are like, but if you think about it, they're the only ones that like still make music that was in Diddy's camp. Everybody else.
Mason and Kim is putting together something. So that's coming out soon.
But they having a
Maybe
whole
next year.
they had a whole fallout. Like they was together. They did a
And they're
little
still
reunion
together
thing.
now. They're doing the podcast thing together.
I'm not talking about Mason
So,
Kim. I'm talking about Mason Diddy.
oh yeah. Oh no, Mason's done with Diddy. From my understanding, because of over the $3 million supposedly he owes him. Whatever. Allegedly. Let me say that. But yo, it's at that 30 already. Let's take a quick break, pay some of these videos, and we'll be right back. You already know what it is. It's the Evening Rush, man.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
Are you one that likes to stand out amongst the rest? Well, check out Paint to Drip by The Joker. Paint to Drip is a customized footwear company that it specializes in unique hand-painted, customized footwear, which is hand-painted by The Joker himself. Shipping is available all over, East Coast, West Coast, no matter where you are, we can get your products to you. So follow The Drip. Check out their IG page, Painted Drip, for more information. And again, all footwear is customized and hand-painted by The Joker himself.
The Evening Rush Entertainment presents the Still in Love Tour, featuring Niquasia and Essence Official,
I'm gonna take my time with you, and what you like's what I'm gonna
Jay Relentless,
You holding me close, telling me don't let go. Is this life or am I dreaming?
with special guests Brianna,
We can have a little bit of fun one time. This is a one night stand. Ain't gon' happen ever again. You a real smooth.
Zy Hefner,
I'm feeling for your love and attention. We can fuck around or be best friends. My heart got broken, my lesson. What am I?
Zydaja,
I was crooked letter missing you, but I'm really
hosted by Ms. Grady Baby. Come out and enjoy amazing night of R&B.
WLEO 26.7 online radio. Worldwide listening, entertainment online. Find us on social media on Facebook at WLEO 26.7 online radio. On Instagram at WLEO_267 online radio. And on the internet at WLEO267onlineradio.com.
And you already know right now, they're out. Evening Rush sneakers by Rush myself. Made of Italian leather. We got a new color dropping next week. So make sure y'all tap in. Y'all can go over to the eveningrushnetwork.com and definitely purchase you up here.
You're now listening to the Evening Rush Network.
All right, we are back. I want to shout out to, of course, our sponsor, Industry 21 Magazine, the gallery, each and every Tuesday, CaribbeanPowerJam.com. Shout out to Envious Creation. Shout out to my new project, the clothing brand, Legal Money. We're out now. Make sure y'all go to legalmoney.org. Get your own legal money here. Shout out to Rainbow Refreshers. The Evening Rush Lemonade will be out this summer, and y'all can actually get some at the Still in Love Tour concert in Atlanta, Georgia. So make sure y'all pull up. Shout out to WLEO 26.7, of course, and shout out to Painted Grip by the Joker. You already know what it is. So today's topic of the day, we're talking about the value of family in 2024. Me and close family member having a conversation about family and the dynamics that's changed since the way we grew up. And I found it what I found so interesting about it was the fact that there's a big drastic change. The way our kids are about family, and you know, when we had grandmothers, nanas, and the age of nanas was not 42, 20, 30, between 42 and 32. That was not the age limit of nana. Nana was 50 and above, 60. And when I say 50 and above, I mean 58, 59, 60, 70.
I don't know. When I was
80,
born, Nana. My grandmother was 40, I think.
Nah, Nana was a little older than that.
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't.
Wait. Listen. The dramatic change is Nana used to cook dinner, Sunday dinner. We used to go to the house for Sunday dinner. We used to enjoy Sunday dinner. We used to enjoy time with Nana. Your mother made you. Listen, get up, go to Nana's house, go check on them. The family dynamic has changed drastically.
And why do you think that is?
Drastically. Kids are way more disrespectful. You gotta ask them more than once to do something. It's not like, listen, you tell them get up and go to Nana's house and make sure she's good. Like, they don't just jump up.
Why do you think the kids are disrespectful? Like, where did they get it from? Like, where did you get your respect
That's
from?
the thing. I believe, and that's what me and the dude was talking about. Me and my family member was talking about was the simple fact that, yo, you can't put your hands on your kids nowadays, and that I think changed a lot.
Some parents.
Let's say some parents. Some parents choose not to put their hands on their kids.
I was about to say, because let me tell you something. If my child is being, I'm not, like, my first resort isn't to put my hands on them. That would be my last resort. That would be my last resort. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: you don't listen, you getting popped. So try me if you want to. I come from old school because I got my ass beat. You gonna get your ass beat too. But I didn't get. But the whole thing is, I didn't get beat that much because my mother gave me that look, and it was, all right, you got it. I don't want no smoke.
Because you already know. But now you got these kids where they want to fight you back.
This is what I'm saying.
Your own kids want to put their hands on you, like, yo, you soft.
That come from, like, what did that? It must be something in the water, because these kids have no fear. Like, I know, like, little kids, like when they're like 2 or something like that, like they don't have fear of like jumping over stuff because they don't know it will hurt them. But even if you beat these kids nowadays, it don't faze them.
No. They
have no fear. It's something, it's in the McDonald's or something. I don't know. These children.
But I do blame parents. Also, I think we have these heavy workload schedules where we got to work all the time to keep a roof over their head. There's nobody home to discipline, you know, and that's the crazy. Even though us growing up, we were latchkey kids. So, you know what I mean? We had our key. We come in from school. We knew to do our homework, have it ready. So by the time mommy came in, you know, she's cooking dinner and we eating, and, you know, you getting ready to go to bed, watch a little TV, go to bed.
I'm about to say the only person that was home when
whole schedule.
Yeah, the only person that was home when I came home, I mean, my cousin, because she's 5 years older than me, so we came home around the same time. But was my grandfather, and was he helping with homework? Was he there to discipline? No.
Nah.
His behind was back outside trying to fix the car or something. He wasn't thinking about me. So I didn't. It wasn't. My mother was working, my grandmother was working, my aunt was working. Like they were all working. But I also knew I better do my homework, because if the teacher called my house and said I didn't do my homework,
You got smoke.
my mama, I'm gonna catch all the smoke. And my mother is very heavy-handed, so it wasn't even that she had to beat me. She would pluck me in this big forehead. You see this thing? It's a very big target, right? So I would get plucked a lot, and it ain't like look, no. She brought it back, and she will. It was like she had to get a running start with it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's
the thing. These kids are different. I remember, like, even when we was on the bus, when you had to catch that bus to school, you didn't hear kids cursing and losing their mind or acting like there was no adults around. I had a kid cursing out a whole nother kid, and I was just sitting there like, yo, what the?
Because you're not an adult to them, Dawn. You're not an adult to them. You're not an adult.
I noticed. I'm the same age as their parent, but I'm not an adult.
No.
To the point I had to say to them, because there was women, older women on there, or some older women up there, and I was like, can y'all like tone it down a little bit?
And you don't mind your mother.
And they looked at me like I was crazy. They did it. They did it, but they looked at me like, yo,
like who you think
you tell me something? So I was confused. I guess they saw that look like, yo, chill the fuck out.
Nah, you know what it is? It's also because I'm not saying that my mother would allow anybody else to beat me, because that's not what she would do. But if somebody said Ronisha was doing X, Y, and Z, and my mother was on it, but don't nobody know nobody. Like none of the parents are friends with each other. Can't nobody else discipline nobody else's child. Don't you say nothing. It's the parents. Don't you say nothing to my child. They ready to fight you because you was trying to show their child the rights and the wrongs.
We're all the same age. We're all the same age. They're younger. You got a 20-year-old raising a 14-year-old. Like, yo,
we're not gonna do
really
that.
Good.
We're not gonna do that. She couldn't have a baby at 6, Dawn. Stop it.
Well, you know what I mean. You listen. Yo, you know what I mean.
She couldn't.
Some of these kids be having kids at 13 now.
Yeah,
they be having these kids at 13, and you're just like, yo, your mother didn't say something, stop it, or what was you doing at 13 having a baby? Your mother didn't feel like, yo, I had to have the baby, or what?
These girls, no. What happens is these girls hide it for the longest. They hide it because, like you said, everybody's trying to provide for their child, so they're never home. So they don't really see their children, so they don't know what's going on with them. So they don't know that their daughter's pregnant because they probably see them in the morning before they leave to go to work.
Where was the family? Where was you having these conversations with your child earlier on? Before it got to that point,
you don't
about not having sex.
But the whole thing is, people think that's when you're supposed to have the talk with your children when they about 13, when they, especially girls when they get their period, right? But
oh no, I have the talk now. Listen, boys are bad. That all my daughters hear is boys are bad, and then I automatically point at, look at your brother, and that's like boys are bad. That's it.
Boys are bad.
Fixed in their head. Yes, I agree.
That don't mean that.
But then when they swing it back at, are you bad, Daddy? I'm like, no, I wasn't bad. No.
Then but you have to remember that some girls like bad boys. So then the boy being bad to them is good.
No.
Yeah.
So far, it's worked for me because I have no grandkids. Which, thank God.
You don't have.
And
you know why you don't have any.
What they're supposed to do.
No, you know why you don't have any grandkids? Because all your children have raised your children. So they don't want to raise their own children because they've already had their fair share of raising children. They like, I don't want to do that.
No, you would be surprised. That is actually not true because they don't like babysitting. First of all, my kids don't like babysitting. So when they're asked to babysit, like they'll
likes
leave.
to
They will
babysit.
leave their brother
get
and they was leaving their brother in poop because they were like, I don't change poop Pampers. To the point we had to spaz out. Like, yo, listen, check this out. If I come in this house and he's still in poop, I'm a jack you up. So this, like, Ja, he puts on this whole like mask. Yo, it's
Extra.
so hilarious. He puts this
Extra
whole
for no
mask on, gloves, all of this just to change a regular poop pamper. And I'm like, bro, you don't need all of that. He's like, I don't care. I'm not having kids, so I'll never know. So
Yeah.
he's already set, you know. And the other ones,
but that's also that's also getting back to the top of the value of family. That's also there's so many children nowadays that's like, I ain't having no kids.
Yeah.
I ain't having no kids. That's not in the cards for me. Nah, it's not happening. So people, it's not that they don't value family; they just don't want one of their own. They said, I don't really need that. I'll get married, but we don't have to have no kids.
But I hit up my cousin today because after like sitting down and really thinking about today's topic, and I was like, you know what, you need a family reunion. It's been a minute. I think it's been 2 years since we had our last family reunion. I think we need a family reunion. And, you know, I had to tell her, like, listen, if you need my help with anything, let me know. Our generations don't do family reunions because we used to leave that to the older generation. They did the family reunions and they put it together and we just showed up. So now I think that, especially with my generation, I think you
are the older generation, so you're gonna have to do it. You can't just show up.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like we gotta pull it together ourselves. And it's like I want to do these things because I want my kids to be around their family. I want them to know who their family are. This is the things that pretty much.
What's going on, Jessica? Now it's time to pass the torch. It is, but
Correct.
it ain't an easy task. People, like when we used to show up to those little barbecues, little family reunions, he was like, "Oh, this is a good time," but it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared for the work, because if you're not, baby, it'll take you out.
Listen, I definitely want to do it. Just so my family can, you know, like I said, I want the kids, my younger kids, to know their cousins. Because you got to remember, if you don't know your cousins, you might end up messing with your cousins. And that's how small of a world it is. You know how many times I run into people and they be like, yo, I know your brother. And I'm like, how you know my brother? And how you know that's my brother? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, of course, from Facebook, they even probably seen my Facebook or whatever. But it's just like, I'm your cousin. So, you know, and then I was talking to my mother about the fact that I went on Ancestry.com and I did the swab and the DNA. And I was like, when I did it, all my cousins from like crazy cousins started popping up. Third and fourth and fifth cousin. And I was like, yo, I've never seen these people in my life. Well, a couple of them look familiar. I was like, oh, gee, I never smashed that because she looks familiar as hell. Like, yeah, no, I probably, no, knowing me, I didn't do it. But these are the things you got to look out for. And how do you expect them to know their cousins if they, all pull over together?
If they never see them.
Break bread together and enjoy time.
And people don't ask, and those are not questions people ask when they're trying to, sleep with somebody. Because that's what it is. Yeah. They don't be like, oh, well, they don't ask, there's barely any questions to ask. Somebody somewhere has slept with probably their first cousin and don't even realize it.
It's because we don't have the same
your aunt, or they mama and your daddy might be brothers and sisters, and you may never know it.
Like,
people don't
honestly, like, yo, listen, I have cousins popping up out of nowhere, like, and I'm like, yo, I didn't know.
Like, I don't have like my immediate family, like brothers and sisters, where it's not a lot of us, but like cousins and stuff like that, there are extended family. There's a lot of us, so you gotta, if you don't know that, you be like, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I went to a family reunion one time, and I assume this. I was like real young. I assumed we were cousins, but he was like, "You cute." I'm like, "I think we're related." So I'm gonna need you to back up. Back it up, homeboy. What? We're at the family
remember,
reunion together.
remember, I
What are you
told you
doing?
I found out. a chick I smashed was my cousin from one of our old family reunions. I was like, damn, my bad, son. Like, yo, so you gotta
Was she like your
definitely
fifth
gotta.
cousin somewhere down the
Yeah,
line?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait. Like, as a cousin of another cousin type shit. You know how that goes. But that also, that was one of the reasons why I did an ancestry and the swap thing is because I wanted to make sure there's no little dons running out there around that I don't know about. You know what I mean? That I should know about. But they all had to be older than my kids, so I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, let me do a little shramby and make sure. So far,
Well,
I mean, I've been great.
look. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about that problem. There's no little Ronishas running around here because they would have come out. They would have came out of me. So I know they ain't running around here.
No, but let me tell you the funny thing happened. Yo, so I had to hit Mom Dukes up like, yo, why one of my nephews is coming up my cousin on ancestry? And she's like, what are you talking about?
Because they daddy won't they daddy. It was
I'm
his
like,
brother.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, was really good. Was really good, Mom. Like, why is my nephew my cousin? But then, all jokes aside, like, from what Joy explained is sometimes people misput things in, and that's the reason why it pops up like that. So unless it's like a perfect match type thing, these things happen. I was like, oh, okay, shit. Because the crazy part, my sister came match perfect as my sister. So I'm like, okay.
But she put it as the sister. Like
Yeah.
your parents, like if she did it, she would put these are my parents, X, Y, Z. So of course they might have put something in incorrectly, or they know something you don't.
Listen, Mom dude was good. I said she was good, Mom. And then my cousin, my cousin, that's supposed to be my nephew. Something ain't right. But yeah, so but just to go running back, like, yo, you need people to go back to, if Mom's is here, Pop's still here, take the kids, go have family. Cook Mom and Pop's family. There's nothing wrong. Like, no, you gotta bring that family or feeling back. And that is the problem in 2024. Like, I feel like the kids is out of control and they don't, and I blame it on the fact that the grandma's not around.
I'm blaming it on McDonald's. I'm telling you, there's something in that McDonald's.
Us as parents are slipping. We're getting to the point where we're slipping.
And it's
because
only in the
there's
kids'
no
meal.
respect. You should still in the kids' meal. I don't know, because it might be McDonald's chicken nuggets too. After those, I'll be acting a little weird. So I'll be trying to figure it out.
I don't know. It's something. There's something in the Similac or the Enfamil or the breast milk. It's something in the something. Because these children, especially these kids that were born during the pandemic, baby.
Oh, they're a different story. That's a whole different story. That's a whole nother podcast. Children born during the pandemic is a whole different podcast.
You can have that. You can talk about that for about 3 hours because they weird.
Yeah. I'm still trying to understand the way they act. Like, I have,
like crazy people.
One of my twins feel like he's tougher than me.
Yes.
All the time. Like, he pulls up on me like, yo. And then his favorite saying is, are you serious? Like, bro, who you talking to? And that's another. You see how they got me saying it? Bro, why do you keep calling me bro? First of all, I'm not your bro. I'm your pop. I'm your father. nigga, I'm not your bro. But the crazy thing is, they do it. They say it to me so much. I say it now like it's enough. So we call each other bro now. Yo, what's good, bro? Good. All right, bro. And I'm like, like some days I catch myself like, yo, I'm really calling this nigga bro. Like, I mean, he's not a bro. But
That is
it's
your
like,
child.
yes, but it done because they say it to me so much. Like, yo, like we pull up, yo, what's good, bro? My wife got to the point, she tell them off the rip, like, yo, check this out. I'm not your bro. Do not call me your bro. I will punch you in the throat.
Yeah, I'm not even a man, so don't even do me like that. My sister calls me bro sometimes too. I'd be like, she'd be like, okay, sir. I'd be like, you know what? I'm the jazz. I swear I am. But no, I had a thought and you made me forget it. Dag nabbit. It was about these dag nabbit kids. Well, I am.
That's what it is.
What up, bros?
Chris, what's good, bro? See, what's up, bro?
I am a woman.
Listen, it's I don't know. It's something that's going on right now.
I had a good thought, Donna. You made me forget it. It was about these children. It was about these children.
They all crazy. You want to trade? Especially the youngest. When he sat here and said to me, yo, are you serious? Nigga, you are 4 years old. Who are you asking? Am I serious? Bro.
Oh, what I was gonna say is they have all these technological advances. So it's like
Is that a gift or a curse? Because I believe it's a curse.
It's a bit of both. So it's a gift when it comes to doing schoolwork and things of that nature. It is a curse when it comes to everything else because they don't properly know how to talk to people during like face-to-face conversations. Like everything else is done via phone, via email, via Zoom. They don't physically know when they're in the presence of someone. They're like, they have no idea. They have no idea how to
walk in the room. They want to go straight to their room and don't say hi. You know what I mean? I had to drag my daughter almost one day because of that. And she's 25, and I almost lost my shit. Like, yo, you just walked in my house and just went to your room and not say hello, how you doing? Die, go to hell, something? No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. Bring your ass back up here.
They're very pampered. They are spoiled, and a lot of them.
My mother blames me for that. So my mother said it's my fault.
I'm not talking about just your children. I'm talking about.
I know. I had this conversation with my mother this morning, and she was like, "It's your fault." So,
as a parent, it is. I mean, but as a parent, you want to give your children the things that you didn't have for yourself growing up. So you want to do right by your children, but it's also a hindrance because you have to think about the things we didn't have also built character for us.
But don't you feel like they should have earned it? They have to earn it. It shouldn't just be handed to them.
Absolutely, nothing should be handed to anybody. Like you had to earn your money, right? You physically had to go to work to earn that money, right? So
and I think that's where the slipping came in.
And that's because kids think that they are entitled to things simply because if their parents have money, they feel that they're entitled to that money. And then they feel that they're entitled to things and stuff. And entitlement is a very bad thing because especially for Black people, because white people, they get a lot of the things that they feel that they're entitled to. Black people, on the other hand, unless it's only from your own family, you'll get what you think you're entitled to. But from the world, you're not getting.
No. Time out. I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. I feel like, I can only say from what I've seen that our race, as soon as someone pass away, everybody's acting like vultures for whatever they can get. Versus, like, you know, that was the monarch or that was the king in our family. Like,
No. That you know why? Because Black people don't write wills. They don't put in place things for when they pass away. White people do. So there is nothing to fight over because it's already been dished out for them. They can't fight over it. Black people fight over because nothing's been put in place for them. So they have no, so that they feel like, well, that was my mother and she told me when she was alive that I could have X, Y, and Z. She should have wrote it in the will. And then no one could tell you no. But that's the whole thing is Black people don't prepare for death. And that's why a lot of them don't have, that's why a lot of them don't have life insurance.
Back.
So that's why you always see it in Black cultures that people act like vultures because there's nothing put in place for them to, oh, this was put away for me and you can't have it simply because it has this signature and the lawyer is going to read off the will. White people have a will and an estate put in place. Most of them. I'm not going to say all because
and kids, I'm saying kids, and we need to, and I mean our age, we need to make sure that if our parents don't have life insurance, we go get them some life insurance. Because
colonial pen, they said that at any age they can get it, and if they don't,
ridiculous. How I've been seeing people's parents pass away, and then like they're doing a collection on,
but you know what?
Okay, we gotta bury this person, and we need this much here and that much here. That's just ridiculous.
This is back to family values. People have to actually have these tough conversations. A lot of people don't talk about these things. Like they don't ask their parents, if something happens to you, do we have coverage to at least bury you? They don't have these conversations. They're not worried about these things, but these are the things that they should be worried about, especially as your parents get up in age. If your parent is somewhere over 60, from 60 and up, you need to have that conversation with them because you never know. No, 60 is not old. I'm not saying that 60 is old, but you're older and you're more prone for things to happen. Because 60 is young now.
Nowadays it's crazy. I want to say shout out, rest in peace, Mr. C. He just passed away recently and of diabetes out of nowhere. Nobody saw that coming.
Not out of nowhere. He knew it was coming. He just probably didn't tell nobody. Exactly.
He knew he had it.
He knew he had it, and he knew he wasn't taking care of it properly.
But shout out to the fact he was definitely smart. He had life insurance.
Let me tell you something. Men, because a lot of men don't like to take care of themselves. Like they don't like to go to the doctor. Oh, I'm having a little this, that, and the third. Go check out. Figure out what it is. Don't just wait.
Oh no, I have no problem going to the doctor.
No, Dawn, you don't. Dawn absolutely.
I go to the doctor. I'm just not with the whole prostate chick thing. Still not with it.
You have to get it checked because who's to say you might have prostate cancer? God forbid.
I'm good. I'm good.
Because I'm gonna tell you, my father had, it wasn't prostate, but it was renal. So I mean rectal. So still,
yeah,
all in that area. You have to get it checked out. It's all in the same area. You got to get it checked out every once in a while. Yeah, no, you think? Look, women don't even have prostates, but they still check our booties.
Take my blood. You can take my blood. Check my PSI.
No.
Take my white blood cell count. These are other options for me.
It could be something else. It could be something totally different. Like your white blood count goes up if you have a cold, if you have a sinus infection. So just because your white blood count is high doesn't necessarily mean that it's cancer. So they need to make sure, because prostate cancer for men is very rare. Not rare, it's very common, but it's one of the easiest ones to treat for men. So you want to catch it early
I recommend that you men do that. Yeah,
Dawn, you too.
no
You a
for
man,
me.
do it.
It's a no for me.
Yes.
Listen.
They gonna put you to sleep. It's okay.
No, I was talking to somebody. They said they don't put you to sleep,
You can
and they
ask them
said
to
they
put you to
actually have
sleep.
a new way to do it. So yeah, they said they actually have a new way to do it or whatever. But yeah, I still get the camera thing.
Women been getting their breast squeezed and that mammogram thing for years. So y'all can just get a little whatever up the booty. It's
What
okay.
happened? Oh no,
Oh
hard no.
yes. A hard
I'm
yes.
no.
Shoot.
You get a finger stuck up?
We do.
No,
We go to
but
the
that's different. Y'all like
gynecologist.
that. Y'all like that type of stuff. We don't.
I don't.
As men, we don't.
I don't either. Not all
So,
women like that. So don't say that.
but
I felt
anyway,
violated. At least you know yours is coming. I didn't even know it was coming. She was like, "Hi." I was like, "Whoa, whoa." You couldn't warn a sister, nothing. So if
well,
I
we
gotta
about
get
to
mine
get up
checked, you
out of
gotta
here.
get yours checked too.
Nah, I'm good. You can get yours checked for both of them. There we go.
I don't have a prostate, so I can't get mine checked for you.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. Women don't even have prostates, and they still sticking fingers up our booties for some type of a check. Make sure we don't have rectal cancer.
I need everybody to go download both apps. We have two apps. We have the Evening Rush Network app that you can watch all our podcasts on, and tap in with information and stuff about the network. And then we now have the Evening Rush Network radio app, where you got the music, you got ads that you can, everything to see. It's beautiful. I love the app, and you can hear all our hot DJs. You can hear music consistently. Brand new music is whatever you hear on the radio, you hear that. But the good part about it is you also get independent artists. You get to hear independent artists that's doing their thing. So you know what I mean. Before we break out, I just gotta give my condolences. I lost two amazing men over the last month. Shout out once again to Big Will. These are my neighbors, and just lost Mr. Wilson. So condolences to both of them. They held this block that I live on down for years. I heard a bunch of magnificent stories about both, and they were great guys. They showed me a lot of love when I came on the block over 11 years ago. I just want to commend both of them. Condolences to their families, and my family's definitely here for y'all. No question asked. Also, we lost Mr. C, as I said earlier. Shout out to Naquasia. She finally had her baby boy, Carter. A lot of this happened while we was off the air for 1 month. Like, we back. It's season 5.
It was my birthday while we was away.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Rainbow. And you got a bomb, Rainbow, because it was your birthday. But you was out of country, so you did your thing. But most important, I just want to say, we're back. Shout out to SP, the artist. We will be having her on next week. We going back full motion. You know how we give it up. All new artists. I can hit up certain artists and be like, yo, pull up. I want to have you on the show. No, I like to give love to independent artists who do not get that love anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So pull up. We want y'all to pull up. We want the world to know about y'all. So definitely come join the Rush family, and let's make it happen. Any last, how you want to go out, Rainbow?
I want to say thank you. I appreciate being back. I'm tired though, y'all. I am. But I want to appreciate y'all for tuning in, watching us, commenting in these comments. There's more to come. And I want to say thank y'all. God bless and good night. Dawn, how would you like to?
I want to go out by first and foremost. Me and Rainbow been doing this for over 9 years. And then the fact that we've been doing this for over 9 years, and now we on season 5 of our own show on our own network. I just want to say thank you. You put up with a lot of my beats, and I just want to say I appreciate it.
I'm still a lot of your BS.
Listen, we just had a whole argument before we got on, y'all. Y'all don't even know.
It wasn't an argument. It was a discussion about you asking for shit instead of telling people what the hell to do.
Listen, understand my way of asking sometimes can be a little aggressive, and I apologize.
Dawn doesn't know how to ask for anything. Dawn goes, "I need you to do this," and then he just thinks you're gonna be like, "Okay, no problem, sure." Not knowing if you got shit to do too, because you have a life of your own.
But either way, we'll catch y'all next week, 7 p.m. Excuse me, I was about to say 8 p.m. 7 p.m. Make sure y'all tune in for My Bulletproof Marriages. They're coming on next, and their topic is 50-50 in a relationship, and I'm finding that interesting. I definitely am tuning in. So we'll holler at y'all in a little bit.
There's no such thing.
You need to tap in and let's hear what they have to say.
I might. Yeah, no, I am. I'm going to watch because I want to know what the hell they mean 50-50. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we'll talk to y'all next week. Peace. My nephew told me I'm a king and that crown fit.